Hey world, 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. is inspired by me and sponsored by the Kingdom College, preparing you for life. The college that teaches you life skills, business skills, along with academics. I am Deepak, and my life is beautiful and I stay on top of it because I work as worship. So, 10 standard results, 20, 12 standard results of CBSE, ICSE, ISC, everything is out. So, this entire batch of 10 standard and 12 standard is out. And it's a time of celebrations and also time of remorse, repentance, regrets, guilt. Everything comes up. And as much as the heart wants to celebrate the success of the toppers, the achievers, the same time the heart also feels for those who couldn't make it, failed, or got less marks than expected. And somehow the world is very ruthless at times, very cruel at times, because those of them who succeeded, performed, got good marks, they will be celebrated. Their marks will be celebrated, their numbers will be celebrated, and those who uh, failed, got lesser mark than expected, they will be almost literally crucified, and they'll be put down, and there will be they themselves will be feeling bad about it, feeling shit about themselves, and nobody decides to fail. Nobody purposely wants to fail in life, whether it's examination or it's a life achievements. Who wants to fail in life? Have you ever heard anybody saying, this time I want to fail, this examination I want to just fail? Nobody decides to fail, nobody plans to fail. Either they have their own limitations, they are not made for that subject or that field, so people fail. If you test them on what they are supposed to be doing or what is they're good at, I think then you can see a lot of difference in other things. I remember my younger brother was always good in studies and always got celebrated for his marks, and I was only okay in my studies. But when it came to sports and other things, I was n times better than my brother, and he could never come even closer to what I could achieve or score in sports. If both of us could have been on the scale of he on studies and me on sports, we both could have actually been distinctive or distinction students in our life. But that's not how the world treats you. The entire world, and especially this part of the world called beautiful India, almost most of the Indians look at the children from the education of spectacles. And I think that's the most, I don't want to say the word, but the most stupid thought process anybody can have. Do you really think education is a spectacle to look at life, look at a student, look at a child? If you remove the spectacle of education and look at the child, and I think every child is unique in its own way. Somebody is good in studies, somebody is good in sports, somebody must be good in cooking, somebody is good in art and painting, somebody is good in technology, somebody is good in management, somebody will be good in leadership, somebody will be good in something else. But problem is, see, if I wear a cooling glass with yellow color glass, for me everything will look yellow. Then the green tree also will look yellow, and that rock also will look yellow, and everything will look yellow for me. Moment I remove the spectacle, I know the tree, the greenery is different, that color is different, the rock is different, the pole in front of me is different, the road in front of me is different. Everybody has their own unique colors. But if you choose to hold a spectacle and look at it, and I'm not talking about a small time of period, from the childhood, let's say in the age of 3, 4, 5 till the age of 21, almost 15 to 17, 18 years, we look at the child from the spectacles of education, and we actually have not seen the real potential of the child, the real talent of the child, or the uniqueness of the child, because You want to fit every child, every boy and girl in the framework of education, which has nothing to do with life. Which has nothing to do with life. Most of you may agree, may not agree. I don't care about it. But the truth is, you have put everybody in the frame of education. In fact, our this part of the world, if you're good in studies, you're a good boy, good girl. If you're bad in studies, you're useless. You're good for nothing. What will happen? They declare the future also. What will happen to you? You can't even score this much mark. And they only and when parents say that what will be your future, what will you end up doing in life with these kind of marks, you have no future. It really plays on the psyche of the child. Neeraj Chopra has scored silver medal for India, and they're calling it as golden silver. Everybody will talk about his performance. Best performance by an Indian in the World Championship, the toughest than the Olympics. Everybody talk about his performance. If there, when somebody succeeds, you speak about the person's performance, then when person does not succeed and fail, why don't you only talk about the performance? I think we should only talk about the performance and not about the performer. And that's the major blunder parents do and teachers do and leaders do. Criticize the performance and always encourage the performer. Neeraj Chopra's performance is now 88.13 meter distance meters he has thrown, and he is the only Indian to have a silver medal. And now his performance has been spoken about. Performance is spoken. So when somebody succeeds, Virat Kohli centuries are spoken about. Virat Kohli's man of the matches are spoken about. Today he is going through a bad patch, out of form for quite some time. Now they're pointing a finger at the person. That's so ruthless. That's so cruel. When somebody succeeds, you speak about their performance. Then I think when somebody fails, let only talk about the performance. Why you talk about the performer? The hallmark of a leadership or parenting or teaching is always criticize the performance and always encourage the performer, because this performance is temporary. Performer will be eternal. No, it will not eternal, but performer will be lifetime till he or she is alive. They will be always there. So performer needs more encouragement than the performance. Performance, it's not good. You can say somebody like you, we didn't expect you to score something like that. Somebody like you, we didn't expect you to behave like that. So here behavior is criticized. Here performance is criticized. Here the outcome is criticized. The person is never and should never be criticized, because the greatest asset of any human being is his or her self image. Even when I give feedback to my students, I always say, this is what you do, I do not like it. This is what you do, needs to be improved. How they take it is their headache. That is not my headache. People take it everything personal. But I always make sure that I criticize the performance, their behavior, their action, and encourage the performer. Always children. I always tell Arya, didn't expect you to do like that. I always think you are one of the most intelligent boy I have seen across me, one of the most genuine guys seen across me. You doing like this is not able to comprehend. I always make sure that I'll criticize his actions, his behavior, his performance, but I will always encourage the performer. The hallmark of a leadership, parenting, and teaching is never criticize the performer. Always criticize the performance if you have to, but always encourage the performer. If you can keep their self image intact, who knows? Next project, next event, next hurdle, next examination, next test, they'll come out with flying colors. That belief that we all will practice, just criticizing the performance and always encourage the performer. Let's begin this beautiful day and this beautiful week. Here we go together. So guys, go set and go.